Good afternoon. I'm Sister Paula, and I have the privilege of talking to you for a few minutes about Holy Week. Holy Week starts with Palm Sunday, and I used to work with families in parishes. And so, what would be important for that particular part of Holy Week would be that you received a palm, and you received the palm as a symbol of the celebration when Jesus entered into Jerusalem. And then you get into the week. And for the week, I would give them the butterfly. And the butterfly symbolics moving from being a caterpillar, like a little worm creature, that evolves into a butterfly. And that's what each of us are empowered to do by the Paschal mystery of Jesus's death and resurrection. So each of us is capable of becoming a butterfly. And each of us are on our way from evolving in the stages of the caterpillar to bursting into the butterfly. So the butterfly would be used for the next part of the week. And then we come to the wonderful thing. Along with the butterfly, I would teach them that we have to fast from Alleluia, because it's not easy for that little worm or that little caterpillar to change from being a caterpillar and giving up all of his legs and all of his skin to be able to fly out of that and into being a butterfly. So it's a lot of hard work. So there's no alleluia about it. It's hard work, but we do it because we want to fly with the rest of the butterflies. And so then the next one we come to is Holy Thursday. And that is a Holy Thursday when Jesus gathered the disciples together for a meal. So I suggest that your family get together and have a family meal together. And Jesus tried to show them, as best they could understand, how much he loved them and that he was giving them this feast day celebration of Holy Thursday to show them. And he did it with bread and wine. And so on Holy Thursday, I'm not suggesting the food. I'm just suggesting that your family get together in some way. And when I say family, it can be two adults, it can be two friends, it can be three, it can be whatever. But it's somebody you're close to, and you celebrate the love relationship that is between you and that God has given you through Jesus's death and resurrection, the ability to love each other so much more. So that's Holy Thursday. And then we come to Good Friday. And it's really hard for children to understand, except all the news you see now. You see all of the people who are so angry, so violent. So I think the most important thing that you show your children is that you are there to love them and protect them. And their minds don't need to be focused on fear, because fear drains a child's energy to learn, to have a good time, and enjoy that. So we come to Good Friday. What I would give my families was something like this cross. I found all kinds of different crosses that I was able to give them as a family. This is a kind of cross that's very easy to hold in your hand, like I'm doing right now. And then it would be in a little red. But I got all kinds of crosses that I would give the family that came to my class, and to tell them to pass that cross around and say, what does it mean to you? And celebrate that you join with Jesus in celebrating um, um, his death and resurrection by the way you reverence and appreciate the cross. Last but not least is our picture. I love this picture. It's a Chinese artist that shows Jesus after the Last Supper, invited them to go out for the Garden of Gethsemane to go out and pray with him. Now, the three that came with him, you see the three, and they look like little boys, are uh, in the picture. You can see that. And Jesus is praying, and they fell asleep. But that's okay with Jesus. He loves them so much that he just accepts that completely. And Jesus is holding his hands up, and we obviously can see he is praying to his Father to give him the grace to go through the death and resurrection so he can earn eternal life for us. And what I love most about this picture is the tear that comes off of Jesus's eye. The tear, and we can say, did he love us so much? Did he love the apostles so much that it was hard for him to know he was going to die and resurrect and be with them in a different way? Or is it tear that this is so hard to do, that is, that loved his Father enough to be obedient and accept the death on the cross? So I want to wish you, and then you can say the Alleluia on Easter Sunday. And I hope you'll find some place where you can go to church and at least hear the Alleluia sung and sing it along.